I watched Superman and Lois and the Nintendo Direct. Let's talk about that. Let's start with the Nintendo Direct from what I remember. I know they finally have it where you can play N64 games and Sega games, but it's a separate from the online subscription that you have, and you have to have the online subscription. Like, they said it's an extension. So, like, you have a subscription and you need a new thing to add to it. So let's say you're paying like $20. Now you pay like, what, 25 or even 30? I don't know. I didn't look into the prices. I think that's bullshit. I wanted to play Legend of Zelda on Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask as much as anybody else on the Switch. But I mean, I would rather wait for a remaster, than to sit here and have to add a whole new thing to my subscription. Like, that's ridiculous to me. And I should look at the prices before I did this video, because I'll put it in the description. But that's ridiculous, right? Like, that's fucking insane. Like, I want to play it. I really want to play it. I don't care about GoldenEye and like I might play Star Fox though, but I don't care about anything else. For sure I'll play Mario 64. Just to take a penguin and like drop it off as an adult will probably leave me in stitches. And it'd be cool to see people like speed run through it on N60 on the Switch. But that's ridiculous. I saw some more trailers for some games. I'm only interested in Mario Party. They bring back some levels from previous Mario Parties, and I'm really excited for it. And I've never said about Mario Party, period. Like, I'm really excited for Mario Party. I think that comes out like mid-October. I don't know. But I'm like super excited for it. Superman and Lois. It should not be on CW. They need to take it off CW. It's too good for CW. It should be on like ABC or like even Freeform, Fox Freeform. I forgot what it was called. What is it called? Fox Family or something like that. But like Freeform, even FX. I could see it being a Hulu show, not Netflix. I could see it being a Hulu show. But it should not be on CW, because they're gonna ruin it. They're gonna turn it into everything they turned it into. And you can see it coming. Like, it's about Superman and Lois, but you can easily see them pivoting and like making it about the kids and then the kids' relationships, because that's what they started to do some of the episodes. And I'm like, I don't care about this at all. And it was so cringy to me. Like, one of the sons found love. It just felt so cringy to me. Seeing him kiss that girl who is completely out of his league. It's like, what is happening? Y'all forced this relationship so hard, bro. But the show is incredible. The writing is incredible. Like, it made Superman vulnerable. It made him the most humble I've ever seen him in any iteration. It made him compassionate in any iteration I've ever seen him in. It made him relatable in any way I've seen him in. And I love it. Like, the actor, I know he was on like the crossovers and stuff in the DC Arrowverse, but goodness, man, he killed it. And old girl from Grimm as Lois, she killed it. I hate Juliet. And for me, Grimm was everything for me. And when I watch shows, I get immersed in it. And for better or worse, because Grimm took some turns, man, I loved Grimm. I loved the lore of it. I loved everything that they were doing. You can tell what they wanted to do versus what the writers were doing. And I love everything about it. Portland was the best setting for that show. The actors were great. I love everything about it. So much so, I don't like the lady that played her because she played the hell out of Juliet and she pissed me off on more than 10 occasions. I did not like her, bro. And then she got killed off, and then they brought her back on some like weird shit for like whatever reason. Maybe she had a contract to still be there, but they killed her off just to bring her back as somebody else. And it really pissed me off. I hate when shows do that shit though. Like you finally get somebody killed off and then they just come back. But dude, I hated her. So I was iffy. But she played the hell out of Lois. Even for Lois, because everyone knows Lois is like this just hard-ass, badass, hard-ass journalist. But it made her the most compassionate I've ever seen, the most relatable and all that jazz. And, they introduced multiverse to this world, to Superman in such a beautiful way. I wish I could rewatch it for the first time. It's so good, dude. And like he's a parent. Like, so it follows Superman and Lois. They, for whatever reason, they go back to Smallville. And Smallville is in turmoil because, you know, it's just a small town. They can't compete with big box chains, the big city, metropolis. And yeah, at this point, Superman's father passed, and now his mom passed. They go back and take care of the farm, and there's this guy who wants to come in and like give people jobs, and of course people are gonna jump all over it. And Lois already suspicious of him. It's like, what are you doing helping out these people? For a second, it set it up like Clark was gonna like run for mayor or something, like be a prominent figure in the community, but they didn't. I may be interrupted, but yeah, and turns out there's a bad guy. There's gonna be some spoilers in this, and turns out that bad guy was his half brother, and he wants to bring back Krypton. And he has this device that Clark's mom made, Kal-El's mom made, to I guess save the consciousness, save the spirit or the soul of Kryptonians. And so yeah, I don't think that was its original purpose though, but that's what it's being used. It was used for. And so he has his own fortress of solitude, but it's in the desert. And his father's guiding him. Oh, that's some of my hand. And yeah, like, and he had a rough upbringing, kind of. He was like locked in a cage, like all Wolverine style, Weapon X style, and versus the nurturing style that Kal-El got, and which is how it's always that. I would love to see a long lost sibling grew up under the same circumstances as the main character that grew up in. Like, you grew up in nice, I grew up in nice too. It's just, I don't give a shit. I just want to take out everybody. You know, I would rather see that versus, I've never seen nothing good in humanity because I was locked in a cage for 40 years. Like, no, I want to see someone that had a good upbringing and they just are just evil to their core, you know? But they only do that in horror movies. But, every horror movie, right? It's such a loving parent that wants to adopt a child, and you know, they do everything for them, and it's just like, no, this kid is just evil to the core. And then they blame the parents, like, you know, it's your parenting. Like, maybe this person was reincarnated from a serial killer because this child is crazy. But yeah. So yeah, obviously he doesn't want to join his brother, and it takes off from that, and to the point where he gets taken, and General Zod it was implanted into Kal-El's body. Dude, the show gets crazy. Like, the show gets crazy. But it's so good. That's all the spoiler I'm gonna give. It's so good. But in another Earth, I don't want to say it happened, or he just joined up with his brother, and then they took out. I think he just joined up. They took out Metropolis and like started to take over the world, but they only showed Metropolis. and Lois Lane was married to this other guy, John Henry Irons Steel, and yeah, she was taken out, and so it's good. It's well written. It's like 15, 16 episodes, I think. I know HBO had it on there. I did a review of like the first 8 episodes, I believe. They put the rest on not too long ago, and I binged it. It's so good. But yeah, Superman and Lois, definitely worth checking out. It's 1 season so far. I don't know if it's a season 2. I need to look up stuff. Like, I really need to look up stuff and have full information for these videos. But yeah, Superman and Lois is good. I can't wait for the stuff that Nintendo Direct announced. I talk shit, but I'm gonna get it because I just want to play Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask and get lost in Majora's Mask and be annoyed at Majora's Mask. And so I'm gonna play it. But yeah, it's crazy because that was my game, Ocarina of Time. But the older I get, I appreciate more the beauty and the work that went into Majora's Mask. Whew. It's such a that game is crazy. But that'll do it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Just want to say thank you for all my subscribers. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be back.